of the Ohio River, it is Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. And the offense has a long field on drive one. Baker Mayfield brings the Buccaneers out. Greg, he's 31 now, year 9 in the league. Former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma back in 2018.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big game, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Bengals are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll motion the slot man right. Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
On the play.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
To the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Buccaneers offense heading out. Their offensive coordinator is Zach Robinson. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Ground, it's Irving. The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's a BUCS in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. He's got it at the 3.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. That's a BUCS in motion. Gainwell will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Bengals offense heading back out. You see their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher, all even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Here's Brown. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's good for a Bengals.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They bring Chase in motion. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jacob Harris in there for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. And now third, they only need 2 yards. Slot man gonna move in motion left. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all, and I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
Second down, Burrow. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's 3rd down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. He's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down with it. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over possession of the football.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
I think what stands out with Kenneth Gainwell, Mike, is that he's just a complete back. Over 1,000 total yards last season, nearly split down the middle. Equally explosive rushing as he is receiving. Just feels like a really good fit in Tampa for what they want to do, and he's going to take over as the main passing back and just another weapon for this explosive offense.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. It's Otten in motion. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. I mean, his ability to just break down your pursuit angle so quickly, you just can't simulate that in practice.
3rd down and 3 coming up. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and that brings up 4th down.
On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. On first down, Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. They go play action for Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
That'll bring up 2nd and long. And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. It's Bengals football here to begin this second quarter, and they are facing a second and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one caught by Chase. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 13.
Higgins sent in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. This one deep downfield for Chase. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The Bucs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll get this to BUCS. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irving. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers are on top. It's 14-10.
Bengals 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They get set to take over once more. Taken down at the 37. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Up the middle they go. Whoa. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Chase Brown, the ball carrier. Antoine Winfield on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Man in motion, heading right. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Yosibon. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Burrow. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And nothing doing there. He's going to go down behind the line.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers, we have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Bucks ball and Bucky Irving, and the Tampa offense returns to the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll run with Irving, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On 2nd down, Baker. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Mayfield's pass, intended for Jalen McMillan, incomplete. He was covered by Barrett Carter.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Bengals take over possession and Chase Brown. And this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And he'll be home at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are...
Oh, the ball comes out. And luckily, he's able to get it back, and his team retains possession. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now, another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They bring Chase in motion. Brown. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now, Burrow. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Baker gonna fire complete here to McMillan. And they're gonna march him down up past the 35.
A gain of 14.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 38 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Gainwell. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Irving. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target. He's not there in time to reel it in.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers have tied it at 17.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
halftime. Coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
22 yards.
And now a timeout.
That's good.
7 seconds left in this first half.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
He'll air it out deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Chase McLaughlin
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Bengals take over possession and Chase Brown. And this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. They bring Chase in motion. A carry here for Brown. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll run here with Brown. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Elijah Canson in on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 14 yards on that pass play there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
They'll have it 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. 2nd down. Now Brown. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
This will be 3rd and 8. To throw is Burrow. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. And it's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball. And they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down.
The Buccaneers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. McMillan, the man in motion. Here's Gainwell. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Keith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Baker. He's got a man. That's McMillan. 17 yards on that connection. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
17 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Now Baker keeping it on the zone read. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Buccaneers. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it He gets out in space, and he does the rest.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bucs will go up by 7.
Buccaneers 24, Bengals 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Bengals take over possession and Chase Brown. And this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Brown. And he's got a Bengals first down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really sack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
A run, it's P-Run. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Punt team out there, their kick's away. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They'll go again here with Irving. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Second down throw from Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's across the 40, close to a first down, as the tackle's made at the 41-yard line.
And inches.
lead much. It is 3rd and inches. A give. This is Irving. He's going to have it up there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice one to bring up first down.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Right back to Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. It'll be first down and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Mike, typically speaking, the job of the defensive end on outside run plays is to set the edge of the defense, make everything try to cut back in. But in this case, he does a great job of actually stringing this play out sideways. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The Buccaneers field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Bengals take over Brown. And this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 28 yards on the first play of the drive? First down picked up.
48-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Zion McCollum on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow now. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
That's good for a Bengals.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed.
And he will score. Game on. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter.
24.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. BUCS ball and Bucky Irving, and the Tampa offense returns to the field. And we'll give you a look at highlights. He's had a number of them over that magic mark, over 100 yards on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. He has been a handful for the defense right throughout. They send Godwin in motion. Quick slant into the hands of the BUCS. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. They'll run with Irving. And this will be a BUCS first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Tampa Bay.
On the bootleg. It's Mayfield. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. That's a BUCS in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He'll try and get there, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. The handoff, it's Irvin. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
A run on 1st and goal. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They go play action with Mayfield. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Emeka BUCS. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And Greg, that is good play design there. Using the play fake to get the receiver time to get open.
And down here this close to the goal line, Mike, it doesn't take much. All you need is that linebacker or that defender to freeze for that split second. That's all you need to create separation, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Bengals 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So here's Joe Burrow and the Bengals now, down on the scoreboard. 2:24 to go. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they've got to score twice, so they need to go quick. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
And they're not going to get another playoff here, so a lot to do as we hit the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Yosibah. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's
19 more on that one. And another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow to throw. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Jamar Chase. 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Back to throw. Burrow. He's got it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They motion a receiver right. To throw is Burrow. And that's over everybody out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down, Burrow. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
on is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work, and he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.